As we edge closer to the 2022 NFL draft here at the Combine, it's underway and everything. A lot of great things happening in that so far. There needs to be an analysis. There needs to be a lot of looks at what the Vikings could do. And if it's me, I think everything needs to be on the table. Quarterback, wide receiver, O-lineman, center, doesn't matter. It should be in the first round. Kicker, just kidding, not a kicker. Don't draft a kicker with the 12th pick, please. God, don't do that. But I think as the Vikings look into their potential options here, I think one option needs to seriously be on the table. Now, I need to start by saying Justin Jefferson is going to be a star in this league. We know that. But the biggest question to me here is, what's the future of Adam Thielen? Now, he's, I think over the last couple of years, he's had some injuries. He's also kind of aging a little bit, but he's still a really good player. Still a very good player. I think he's a guy you can expect for at least the next couple seasons to be a red zone target that could get, still bring in double-digit touchdowns in the red zone. So the question now becomes, to me at least, could the Vikings trade or, could they draft a wide receiver at number 12? I think it's possible, especially if you see how the board's unfolding so far. So far, we've seen a lot of these wide receivers that run 4.4s right now or under that at the Combine. So impressive. This draft has been, this Combine has been so impressive to watch these guys run so far. We have seen a guy like Jordan Davis that, last year probably was a second or third round pick. Now he's considered, in my mind, to not drop out of the top 10. So, there's a lot in play here. And there's a lot that's changed. It's the nature of the business. There's a lot of things that can change in a short amount of time. So the biggest question here to me is, again, Adam Thielen, if you do trade him, I think you take some money off the books there. But also, who could you get for him? I feel like when it comes to Adam Thielen, you could get I think you could get a third-round pick, possibly a second-round pick for a guy like Adam Thielen. I really do. Because, again, he's a guy that has had some wear and tear over the last couple of years, but over the last couple of years, he's also caught, respectively, the last few years, he's had his best years in terms of touchdowns with the Vikings. Now, obviously, a guy like, Justin Jefferson has really had a good last couple of years too, being obviously one of the best up-and-coming players in the NFL. But overall, Adam Thielen over these last 2 years has caught 24 touchdown passes. 24. Now, I'm no mathematician, but the man has caught over 130 passes, 24 are for scores. That's what? I want to say it's at least 30% are going for scores. So just in these last couple of years now, and again, Adam Thielen is 31 now. So, obviously he's been injured the last couple of years, but also let's take this into consideration. A wide receiver that's 6'1", 6'2", that can consistently be a red zone threat, that has some value, especially in this league these days. So, obviously, I think, like I said, you could probably get a third-round pick for him, maybe even a second if you do the right amount of sweet talking and sweeten up the deal by throwing something in there as well. But overall, I think the Vikings need to consider everything right now because you need to clear up cap space. You need to resign Danielle Hunter long-term or extend him and find a way to do that. Kirk Cousins situation, nobody knows what's really going to happen with that. There's a lot of things that are still in play there. So overall, everything needs to be on the table. But there's so many talented wide receivers. You talk about Treylon Burks, Drake London, Garrett Wilson. There's just so many different wide receivers in this draft that I think the Vikings could legitimately make an excuse to draft at 12. If they did it, I wouldn't be heartbroken by it. I absolutely wouldn't because, if you could still get a second round pick for Adam Thielen, you can still fill two potential needs in the second round there. So I wouldn't hate it. I absolutely wouldn't hate it. And again, is this likely to happen? Probably not. They're probably, if it was up to me, you get Sauce Gardner, Ahmad Gardner there at 12, was it Trent McDuffie? Somebody there to fill out that corner position, probably at 12. That's probably what's going to happen. But if a guy like Treylon Burks or a guy like Drake London is there, come on. Or even, for that matter, Wilson, Olave, anybody of any of those wide receivers, if they're there at 12, you at least stop and think about it. You absolutely do, in my mind. And I think you could immediately find those guys coming to be with Justin Jefferson, a very good wide receiver duo for a long time with the Vikings. And like we said, there's a lot up in the air right now, but you love it. This is the time of the year where everything comes together. You can throw a lot of wild scenarios out there and just see where it all falls. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truly awesome. We love every single one of you. In the description down below, you'll find all of our social media platforms. Make sure you guys give us a like and a follow there. Also, you'll find in the description down below our link to our iTunes. Give us a listen and sub there. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or Put it in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about if the Vikings should and could draft a wide receiver at 12.